Nice to see you. How are you?
Thank you.
We just had two friends of Hillary on to say the following.
Right.
Here's who she is. She is a workhorse. She is somebody who has always done for others. She is someone who has made mistakes, but ultimately is fighting the good fight. Donald Trump cannot compete with her pedigree or her passion. What is your case?
Well, my case against her is she was found by the FBI to be extremely careless in handling national security information. Seems to be a pattern. The DNC was extremely careless in handling national security information. She was Secretary of State. You can't point to a single accomplishment. You can point to overthrowing Gaddafi in Libya. Now we have ISIS in Libya and chaos. You can point to her resetting the relationship with Russia, and now Putin is pushing us all around the world. You can point to her agreeing to take the troops out of Iraq, hence we get ISIS. You can point to the fact that she agrees with the agreement with Iran, which is disapproved by 60% of the American people. And you can find a 65% disapproval rating in the latest poll. Plus, she's never accomplished anything as Secretary of State. There's no treaty, there's no agreement, there's just, I can honestly make the case that from the day she walked into office until the day she walked out, the world was more dangerous in every key area of the world under the jurisdiction of the Secretary of State than before. Oh, by the way, I left out the South China Sea. China is challenging us in the South China Sea, and she is sitting by and watching Obama reduce our military to pre-World War II levels.
You say that Putin is pushing us around. That's not how Donald Trump frames it. He seems to have been somewhat complimentary towards Putin's leadership. And as you know, yesterday, he seemed to invite Russia to hack into Hillary Clinton's emails. What did you think when you heard him say that?
Well, first of all, I know what he meant when he said it because I got a call from his campaign manager.
Was it your idea that he say that?
No, he was telling a joke. When he got off the plane, he tweeted out, the emails should be sent to the FBI. He was joking around. Now, let's analyze this for a minute. According to Hillary Clinton, if she's telling the truth, which 65% of the American people believe she's incapable of, but if she's telling the truth, there's nothing on those emails that has anything to do with national security. This is the stuff she destroyed. It's all about Chelsea's dress, her recipes.
Right, so what's the point there?
The point there is there's no national security implication to any of it. Second, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Third, I will be willing to give you a 98% guarantee the Russians already have it.
But isn't the point that Americans don't know when Donald Trump is joking? When do we believe his words, and when do we think he's joking?
Well, I don't know. If he tells me I'm joking, I take him at his word. He's joking.
But when you're running for president of the United States, I'll submit it this way. I do not think Rudy Giuliani makes that joke to the Russians when they are the #1 inimical state to the United States.
So here's what you've done. You've flipped it to an offhand comment by Donald Trump,
at a press conference.
as opposed to Hillary Clinton, for years and years, putting a private server at her home in clear violation of federal law, exposing thousands and thousands of secrets, and destroying 35,000
Can't both
emails.
be wrong? Both are wrong. You can say both are wrong.
Yeah, except
you don't
one,
stand up as a potential president and make that kind of crack, and you don't do what she did.
Except one made a flippant comment for 30 seconds, and the other, for 4 years as Attorney General, acted with extreme carelessness, which is gross negligence as Secretary of State. We're going to put somebody in the White House who acted with extreme carelessness. Did you hear anyone last night defend her on that?
No.
No. Did you hear anyone defend her on advocating for the removal of Gaddafi? No. Did you find anyone up there defending her on the removal of the troops from Iraq? No. Did you find anyone up there defending her on resetting the relationship with Russia? No. Last night was fantasy land in Philadelphia. They didn't touch a single substantive issue because on the substantive issues, Hillary goes down. Plus,
well, but at conventions, Mr. Giuliani, you know that you don't spend your time pointing out the bad spots of your candidate.
Yeah, the RNC didn't do that either with Donald Trump.
I did. I certainly did.
Well, Ted Cruz did.
Oh, that's right. Ted,
I'm sorry, I sure did. I said I've known Ted. I didn't say Ted Cruz.
No, you didn't.
You don't want to know what I say about Ted Cruz. I said I know Donald Trump for 29 years, and here are the good things about him. And this is what he's for. and he's for being a lot tougher on ISIS. And
You didn't say hear the bad things about him. That's not what you do at a convention.
No, but
That's
I
not
defended him.
Absolutely.
They didn't defend her.
Well,
What I'm
they
saying
defended her. They just didn't address her negatives. They're different things.
Yeah, well, I defended Donald against his negatives. I took him on. By the way, she hasn't had a press conference since December 4th, 2015.
That's fair criticism.
Now, wait a second.
That's fair criticism.
Wait a second.
She doesn't address the media the way Trump does.
Excuse me. I don't want to be confrontational. But
Yes, you do.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Why? How do
As
we
the
control
press.
whether she has a press
You
conference?
should every day be saying, "Where's the press?" Look, if I were the mayor of New York and I didn't have a press conference for 4 days,
We
New
do
York
interview
press-
her. I mean, we do have one-on-one interviews with her. We have had access
Oh, no,
to her. We have
that is a
interviewed
lot-
Secretary
That's a lot
Clinton.
easier than a.
And let me tell you, her people
I did
come
a
at
press
us
conference-
about Trump and his taxes and interviewing him about things and giving him too much time. Everybody
She
complains.
should not be allowed to get away with running for president of the United States and not having a press conference for over half a year.
And people